$20.
What is up, you guys? This is D-Man HD and I am back. And as you guys know, week 1 of the NFL season is just so close away. I'm recording this on Monday night. This will probably be posted Thursday morning, right before the season does kick off with the Chiefs and the Texans. I'm going to give you guys my week 1 predictions. Let me know if you guys want to see me do this for every week, including playoffs and, of course, Super Bowl. But yeah, let's get right into it. We got a lot of games to go on, so let's get it. Chiefs, Texans. Chiefs, the defending Super Bowl champions, really did not lose anyone this offseason. They had Damian Williams opt out. They had, also, I don't think they really lost anyone. They kept Mahomes. Obviously, they gave him the $500 million contract. They re-signed Chris Jones. They re-signed Travis Kelce. They did draft Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who's going to be their number 1 back now. So, I'm going to go with the Chiefs. The Texans lost too many players, especially the big one in DeAndre Hopkins. I don't know how Deshaun Watson is going to do without Hopkins. You know, it's always a luxury having a top-tier wide receiver like DeAndre Hopkins, who's arguably a top number 1 receiver in the league, if not top 3 in the league. And when you go from DeAndre Hopkins to Brandon Cooks, it's a little bit of a downgrade, so I'm going to take the Chiefs on this one. We got the Eagles at the Washington football team. I'm going to go with the Eagles on this one. I think if everyone is healthy, you got Jalen Reagor is going to miss the first 4 weeks. Deshaun Jackson might come back healthy. Miles Sanders, Carson Wentz, Zach Ertz. They still have a lot of firepower on this offense if they can stay healthy. That is a very, very big if. So I'm going to take the Eagles. I don't know anything really about Washington right now. I don't know if they're trying to tank, or they're just bad. They're missing the identity, and not just even the joke of them not having a football name besides the football team. I gotta go with the Eagles here. They're the better team. They won a division last year. I really have the Eagles winning this one. It's not gonna be pretty, but I think Eagles are gonna win this one pretty easily. Dolphins at Patriots. Patriots are starting Cam Newton. Dolphins are starting Ryan Fitzpatrick. That is the news for both teams. If there was ever a quarterback controversy, I don't think Tua plays this year, and if he does, it won't be till week 7, at least week 10 maybe. I would push him back till next year. Let him get healthy and make sure that your franchise starter for future is set. Patriots, they lost a lot on defense. Between Kyle Van Noy, Jamie Collins in free agency, they also lost Dante Hightower opting out. I think Patrick Chung also opted out. They had so many key parts of that defense that was the number 1 ranked defense last year opt out. I don't think Miami's going to be good. Their defense is really, really good. They have a solid number 1 receiver. Their running back room is very confusing. They have Jordan Howard. They also got Matt Breida from the 49ers. It's a very congested, very weird running back room for the Dolphins. I'm going to say Bill Belichick and Cam Newton pull out the win here, but I would not be surprised if this is a very back-and-forth game between the two. We have the Colts and the tanking for Trevor or lose for Lawrence, as I like to say, Jacksonville Jaguars. If you guys do not agree with me, you have to look at their team. They've shipped, in the last 2 weeks, they've shipped off Yannick Ngakoue. They shipped off Ronnie Harrison Jr. for a 5th-round pick to Cleveland, a 2nd-round pick for Yannick Ngakoue. They've also released Leonard Fournette. They have no identity. Everyone on that defense that was part of the 2017 stellar defense is just no longer on the team. They even traded Calais Campbell earlier in the offseason for a 5th-round pick to the Ravens. I have the Colts winning this one pretty easily. Jacksonville would be very lucky to get 5 wins this year, in my opinion, but Jacksonville, you're tanking for Trevor or losing for Lawrence, as I like to say. I like to say either one of those two, but I got the Colts winning this one. Bears at Lions. Now, the Lions, to me, big question mark. They replaced Darius Slay with Jeff Okudah, so they get younger at that position, but you lose a star cornerback for someone who is unproven. He was the number 3 overall pick, so you're hoping he can come in and just dominate right off the bat. My opinion, I'm thinking it's going to be the Bears winning it. I like their defense a little bit more, but I think this is going to be a very low-scoring game because the Bears' offense, I don't think, can put up a lot of points. And the Lions can, but I think this defense is going to be too good for the Bears. I have the Bears winning this one in a very, very close game. The Panthers and the Raiders, I'm going to take the Raiders on this one. I like the Raiders. What they did in this offseason, they built up that defense. They built up that linebacking core, especially with Corey Littleton. They're getting Abrams back, John Abrams. I think that's his name. They're getting their safety back last year who tore his rotator cuff in the week 1. He's going to be a big impactful player. You're also going to have Henry Ruggs making his debut with Derek Carr. And Henry Ruggs is going to get a lot of targets because Tyrell Williams is out. I'm going to have the Raiders win this game. Jets and Bills, my Buffalo Bills, my favorite team against the Jets. I think the Bills are going to win this game. I do believe the Bills are going to win the division. They have the most complete roster in the division and one of the most complete rosters in football. From top to bottom, they have a lot of talent. And they just re-signed Tre'Davious White. I love that move. They already re-signed their franchise left tackle in Deion Dawkins. They already have built more cap room with the Tre'Davious White and Deion Dawkins deal to go back and re-sign Matt Milano and their GM Brandon Beane. They've also already extended Sean McDermott. I just love how the Bills have built this team within 3 years of McDermott and Beane coming here. I like the Bills. The Jets seem to be in a very weird place between tanking and losing, like not purposely losing. You have to look at it like they traded away their best player on the team, Jamal Adams. He was not happy. The defenses took a major hit. CJ Mosley opted out. It's very interesting how the Jets are going to play. Sam Darnold has to take another step forward. The offense doesn't really have any pieces besides Le'Veon and Darnold. I'm going to take the Bills one, and I think they win this one pretty easily. Cleveland at Baltimore. Now, Cleveland has usually had the Baltimore Ravens number. I think Cleveland comes out and they shock the Ravens. I know this is going to be my first real shocker pick. I think the Browns come out here and they upset the Baltimore Ravens. I think them adding Austin Hooper is going to be a big, big acquisition. Ravens just cut Earl Thomas, so they have a hole there. I like the Cleveland Browns this year, and I like them beating the Ravens. The Ravens are a fantastic team. I just have the Browns winning against the Ravens. Also, guys, we're going to keep track of these throughout the season, so let's see how well I actually do. I might be stupid, or I might be a genius. We'll have to find out till Week 17. Anyway, we got the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. Obviously, Atlanta has one of the most high-powered offenses. They have Matt Ryan, Calvin Ridley, Julio Jones. They added Hayden Hurst for a second-round pick from the Ravens. This is just a high-powered offense, but not that high-powered of a defense. They got rid of Desmond Trufant. I'm sorry, I was blanking on his name. They get rid of Trufant. They replaced him with A.J. Terrell. I don't know how he's going to play. I think I'm going to say the Seahawks win it. They have a more complete team. They're one of the better teams in the NFL. Probably a top 5 roster in the NFL, so the Seahawks win this one. Chargers at Bengals. The first game we're going to see Joe Burrow in is a 4:05 game against the Los Angeles. I almost said San Diego. Los Angeles Chargers. I have the... Chargers have a really good defense. But Tyrod Taylor's offense has never put up that many points. I think the Chargers are going to win. I think Bengals are going to be interesting this year, but it's going to be next year to when they really take that step forward. We got the Cardinals and the 49ers. I'm going to take the 49ers. They were in the Super Bowl last year. They really didn't lose anybody big. I mean, they lost... I'm blanking on his name. They lost to Forrest Buckner to the Colts via trade, but they replaced him with Javon Kinlaw, so they automatically replaced that position. I think the 49ers are going to be another very high-powered team. It's going to be interesting between the Seahawks and the 49ers who's going to win that division. Bucks at Saints. We got Tom Brady versus Drew Brees, and we get to see this twice a year now. I got to go with the Saints. The Bucks always give the Saints trouble, but I think the Saints have to be hungry this year, because if they're not hungry this year after everything that's happened, this is their Super Bowl window closing. This is like their final year of the Super Bowl window. They are going to be negative $72 million in cap next year. This is the last year the Saints have to do anything for the Super Bowl. If they don't come out strong week 1, that I don't know how strong they're going to come out week 2 and 3. They have to come out strong. They have to prove to everyone that we are ready to win the Super Bowl this year, and this is our last chance to do it. Because you got to mind you, they don't have Alvin Kamara under contract. He could leave next year with them having negative $72 million in cap. Cowboys at Rams. I'm going to take the Cowboys. Very high-powered offense against a very mediocre offense. I don't like the Rams offense. I don't like Jared Goff as a true starting caliber quarterback in the NFL. He's not bad. I just don't think he's going to be all that. Yeah, I'm going to have the Cowboys. I think CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, Amari Cooper, Ezekiel Elliott is just too high-powered of any offense to stop by Aaron Donald alone. I got the Cowboys winning this one. We got the Steelers and the Giants. I got the Steelers. I'm not a big believer yet in Danny Dimes, Daniel Jones. I don't really see all that from him. I do like Ben Roethlisberger come back. Hopefully he can stay healthy. Hopefully James Conner can bounce back. Last year was not that good. Juju Smith-Schuster, this is a huge year for you. You really need to step up this year. Last year you could not handle the responsibilities of being a number 1 receiver, and it showed in your stats. You really did not show up most weeks, and that's bad. So a lot of people are going to question, is Juju a true number 1? Because when first year he went off, he had Antonio Brown. Second year, he didn't have anyone to be that number 1. He had to step up, and he couldn't step up. I got the Steelers winning it, though. Giants don't have any defense. They just released DeAndre Baker because of his off-field shenanigans, and it's way to ruin your career in 1 year, buddy. Anyway, we got the Titans and the Broncos, and I think this is going to be a fantastic game. Is Drew Lock going to live up to the hype? Is Ryan Tannehill going to live up to that big contract? We don't know. I like the Broncos a little bit. I think Jurrell Casey's going to have a little bit of a revenge game on his mind. I think he's going to get 2 or 3 sacks, Jurrell Casey, against that Titans offensive line. I personally like the Broncos more in this matchup. Derrick Henry's going to be the big factor, obviously. That offense revolves around Derrick Henry. It's not Tannehill's offense. It's Derrick Henry's offense. I got the Broncos winning this one. I want to see Drew Lock with Noah Fant, Courtland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy. I want to see this offense. This is a young, energetic, fun offense to watch. I'm gonna take the Broncos in this one. That's gonna be the end of my predictions, guys. Let me know what you agree with, what you disagree with, and who are your picks. And also, let me know where you tell me where I'm stupid, because I know I'm stupid. I picked some stupid picks, but it's all for the fun of the video. I'm out. I'm D-Man HD, and I'm out.
Derp 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 derp.